What's going on, collective? Welcome to By the Season 4 Tarot, aka Ruth is the Truth. This is going to be a no-face reading, a reading on the go. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in here, liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever the case may be, whatever you feel like doing. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box, to my other platforms, whatever the case. Okay, so I got this channeled message, collective. Actually, it was a vision. Actually, there's two visions that I need to share. I've been getting a lot of downloads the last few days, and one vision was that there's somebody from someone's past that maybe you keep dreaming about this person, or somebody's in search of someone. Somebody keeps looking for someone, wondering where someone went. Somebody wants to speak to someone, talk to them, connect with them. This could be someone from your past, collective, okay? And you and this person are like lifelong soulmates, okay? You may have met in high school or whatever the case may be, and you throughout if you're an older adult now, you may have reconnected with this person oftentimes, but maybe you guys were always in relationships. It was just never the right time for you and this person, and it's okay, right? We encounter people that maybe we're just lifelong friends, or maybe we just check in with one another, but this individual is currently drawing you in because they are thinking about you, or you're thinking about this person very heavy, okay? And this person has been appearing in your dreams, and for some of you, maybe multiple times, maybe like back to back, okay? And just know that there's somebody who's looking for you, wondering about you, thinking about the past, thinking if they would have ended up with you. And for my first vision, I got the initials of S, okay? S and J. S and J were the initials. And someone's name could be Stephanie, okay? Or somebody is in a relationship with somebody whose name is Stephanie. Okay, and in this vision, it's almost like someone reconnected with someone, and maybe it didn't feel like it used to, or maybe this individual was still, like I said, still in a relationship, or maybe they were having it out with their person, and so they came back to someone, or they reached out to someone, and they decided maybe there was a friend that got in the way of this, because in the vision there was a friend that had showed up in this person's life that said, man, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing here? And I'm sorry for all the noise. And I think that really puts I think that really made someone think about their decision or what they were doing, because maybe somebody was like wanting to step out on their person, and maybe because they were having a rough time. And so the individual that was looking for someone and ended up connecting with them, ended up sending a message. And in this message, in my vision, this message says, I'm just going to go work it out with S. Okay, but the person's name was Stephanie, so that may resonate with specific few of you. Okay, S can mean anything. It doesn't have to be a Stephanie, but if you have an S name and your name is Stephanie, or someone is dealing with someone with that name, maybe it's somebody's child's mother or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, there's something like that happening. That was my first vision. Second vision was someone here is with someone, or is with someone they love very dearly. Okay, somebody's very loyal to this person as well. And some of you may have a child, may have a son, okay? Because my vision was specific. It was a son that somebody here had with an individual, a little boy. And maybe someone here had an older kid as well, but there was an older kid, and more like in their teens, and then there was a younger child, a boy. And I guess there was like new people in the neighborhood, or there was someone like around the way. This person could have lived with their brother or lives with another person, another male figure here. And these individuals could be very good looking. Okay, both of them could be very good looking. They come from a good looking family, but they also could be from the streets. Like they also are in the streets or dealt with drugs, or dealt drugs, or whatever the case may be. But it's like somebody who is neighborhood friendly, or maybe someone here hasn't really spoken to someone. Maybe it was just like, how you doing, high and by type stuff. Okay, but someone was already living with someone, had a family. And so I don't know if somebody here wasn't satisfied with someone's sex life, that their sex life they were having, because one of the masculine energies moved in towards, like they were moving in towards the female energy. But the female that was already in a relationship already was peeping this guy out. Okay, peeping this masculine out. There's already a mutual attraction to one another. Okay, like, okay, I see you kind of energy. You know what I mean? And maybe she lost some sort of interest with someone. Maybe she just lives with this because of the kids, whatever the case may be. But she caught an interest to this masculine energy. And I just remember in my vision, okay, it's going to get a little bit graphic, but I'm going to try to keep it PG. But I just remember in my vision that this female, or I guess they ended up doing something like, maybe hanging out somewhere, going out to eat somewhere, and then they went back to the female's house or someone's house. I can't quite remember. But to the female's house. And in the vision, oh my God, what was the name that was written down? It started with like an N name, Nicholas or something like that. But it was like this female was like doodling on like this cardboard looking thing, or like a paper, and she had wrote this masculine's name down. And so the masculine, and I guess they were having like some sort of conversation. She was like laying in the bed or laying down somewhere, and the masculine stands at the door. And he comes into the bedroom, and then he lays down, and he whips out his wand. Okay, this was my vision, guys. I cannot make this up. He whips out his wand, and she was like, oh no, like it was, there was something that turned her off about this. Okay, and I think it frightened the female energy. It frightened her. Okay, because it was like really big, but maybe she saw something else on there that she was like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. And so it's either one of those two things that happened. And so nothing ended up happening, but the younger son, like caught them in the act, maybe like kissing and stuff like that. And the younger son told the masculine that the female was in a relationship with his father. So this was my vision, guys. I can't remember quite what transpired after that. I know the masculine kept questioning, like asking, like, are you dealing with this person like you wrote? And the female kept denying it because she realized what she did, and she didn't want to lose the masculine because she really was loyal to him. But I guess there was a loss of intimacy, passion, and she got persuaded by this other individual. So usually that's what happens, right? The devil creeps in wrapped up in something very sexy looking or very handsome looking, and the devil comes in to break up a happy home, even if it's not, even if it doesn't seem happy at the moment, but there's a lot of love there. You know what I mean? And so I just got something about being boring. Like somebody was just boring. Okay, whoever's partner, like somebody was just bored with their partner. Okay, and yeah, so I'm just trying to remember the name. I know it started with like an N. Is it like, I don't know if it was like a J or Jackson or something like that. Nicholas, I can't quite remember. Yeah. So that was that. So those were the visions that I had. Hopefully you guys, those are very specific, so I know that will only resonate with so many of you. But please do share if the message just sound like a story that is on someone's timeline or something that someone has shared with you. Please share that with that person. Please share this video with this person or whoever it is. Okay, so the channel song that I received today was that song by Akon. It never really mattered too much to me. Okay. And for some of you, this could be an individual that you were dealing with. Let me put my heat on my seat, y'all, because my back seems to be hurting me. I don't know what's rolling around back there in my trunk. Probably one of my kids like basketball stuff or soccer shit. All right, so there is this energy of something never really mattered to someone until it was too late. Like someone was busy in the streets, or they were, maybe busy messing around, entertaining other people here. Maybe multiple third parties, like, anything that sounded good, looked good, anybody that caught interest in someone. 588 is going to be significant. So May of 1988, maybe somebody's birthday could be significant. Or the angel number 588. Go look it up. But yeah, so it never really mattered too much to them until it was too late. And now somebody here feels bad. They didn't realize, it's like, I know if I knew then what I knew now kind of energy. I would have never made that decision. I would have never made that choice. But now something it just seems like it's too late. Okay, it just seems like it's too late to make something up, to make something right. I feel like somebody always knew, but maybe they were hell-bent on being spiteful, being vindictive. Okay, maybe always trying to get back at someone. Okay, maybe if someone argued with an individual, that's what they would do. They would use that as an excuse to like break up with them and say, I'm done with this, and just go talk to other people, then go back to making up. Okay, so there could have been something that was very like a cycle. Okay, there could have been like a back and forth cycle within a connection or within a relationship here, between you and someone, vice versa. If this is somebody somebody was always pushing someone away, or always being defensive, always not trying to be accountable for their mistakes or their part in something failing, or something. I'm hearing abrupt. Something is like abrupt. Okay, something could have happened abruptly. Okay, like all of a sudden, it's like somebody changed their mind, made a decision, changed their way of thinking, or their way of being here, or they just made a decision to back off of a situation, take a seat. Okay, take a time out. Okay, somebody didn't understand why somebody was doing something. Okay, somebody didn't understand why somebody was doing something here. The sky is just very pretty in the morning. That's one thing about Florida, is that I love the morning and the evening, because it has the best sunrises and the best sunsets you would ever see in your life. Like, it's just phenomenal. But anyway, moving on. It looks like cotton candy right now. So we have the 10 of Cups showing up here for you after the 7 of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. Could be just the energy. But somebody could have pushed away having a family, a beautiful relationship, something that had a lot of potential to become something that someone really wanted or they really desired in their life. But I feel like somebody just didn't know how to handle it. Maybe somebody here just didn't wasn't comfortable with love or being in love or having love. They didn't know what a healthy love looked like or felt like, because maybe their life was chaotic. Maybe their family or their upbringing was just one of torment, of chaos, of violence, destruction. So someone didn't grow up in an environment of love, unconditional love, safety, right? I'm also getting somebody here who always apologizes. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like, everything that they do is like, I'm sorry. And Spirit is letting me know, wanting me to tell you that you need to stop apologizing for every little thing. Okay? Nothing is your fault. Why do you feel like you always have to apologize? Why do you feel like you always have to say sorry because you were in like someone's way, or someone was trying to get through, or it's like, or just the smallest, most minute things. You don't always have to apologize to people. Okay, cut it out. Because some people just don't even deserve it. That's just the bottom line. And this could be a coping mechanism from some sort of traumatic experience, or always feeling like, it's like somebody here could have felt like with their parental figure, like maybe their parental figure was very controlling, very dominant, very aggressive. So they always felt like they had to apologize for every little thing, because they always felt like they were always doing something wrong, when really somebody was just being a child or being a teenager. You know what I mean? And so I feel like there's this energy of someone needing to heal that part of them. But with this 10 of Cups energy, I strongly feel like someone here could definitely be, somebody could have been trying to protect their love for someone, protect their family, protect their children. Someone here, and this could be in a spiritual sense as well, somebody who is very like praying, a praying woman, a praying man, somebody who has a strong faith in the divine, could have been protecting their family, their relationship with someone, their new beginnings, their blessings here. Somebody here could have been doing like a return to sender as well, is also what I'm getting. Because there could have been somebody who was trying to cause some sort of distraction or blockage in someone's like love life, or in their family, towards their children. We have the Knight of Cups, could be dealing with strong water sign energy. Here comes the 7 of Wands again. Yeah, it's like, okay, collective, this is what I'm getting. Somebody is really protecting their relationship with someone, really being on guard, like they're not budging here. It's like if there's somebody who tries to like send someone a message, it's like they're shutting it down, they're blocking it, they're deleting, they're not even reading it. Okay, they're just like, nope, not today, not today. It's like somebody here is really in love with someone, or they really want to protect their family. Okay, this could also be like, someone really not posting much about their children or their family, or things that are going on, right, because of that evil eye energy, or those people who just have negative intentions, or always have something to say. They're just hateful, we got those. We have the High Priestess energy. Beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful. Somebody could also be hiding, okay, a family, a relationship. When I tell you guys about, there is someone who's looking for someone. Somebody is researching someone, trying to find somebody's location. Somebody's trying to look for someone. For some of you, this could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Ruth is the truth. We got the Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the King of Swords. Strong air sign. Somebody really is looking for someone, is in search. Somebody wants to make peace with someone, or wants to bring some sort of resolve to a situation, or to something that someone did to an individual. There's someone here that I feel like could be definitely very secretive. This King of Swords energy could be somebody who is also very spiritual. Okay, this is someone who is into the inner knowing. They have definitely a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. They're very sharp, very educational, very wise. Okay, there's a lot of wisdom that this individual has. Okay, somebody wants to share with someone their good news, or they want to share with someone what they know. Okay, I feel like somebody's being guided towards someone. I feel like this is somebody who's also awakened here. Okay, this is somebody who could be connected to Isis here. Okay, as well. Whoever this masculine is, they're connected to Isis. Okay, in some kind of way. But they're also very intuitive. This person definitely has gifts. Okay, and they have awakened to their gifts. They know themselves. They are now standing in their true authentic self, their true authority. My nose just literally started itching out of fucking nowhere, guys. This could be somebody who's literally right in front of you, or right under your nose. Okay, this is right, because with the High Priestess, this could be somebody who their energy is cloaked, so you wouldn't know this about this person, because of they are also very highly protected, whoever this masculine is. Their energy is cloaked by the divine, by spirit. Maybe they do this themselves because they protect themselves spiritually, energetically, physically. Okay, there is somebody who is holding some sort of secret, and they want to share it. For others of you, there's somebody who has something that they want to share with someone. They want to express to someone. They want to bring someone some sort of truth or clarity or closure, or, you know, man, that sun is so pretty. And it could be to this High Priestess. It could be. And this High Priestess may know this. Okay? For some of you, if you are a spiritual feminine, or you are, you know, obviously you could be very intuitive, you're gifted in some kind of way, shape, or form. This is someone who definitely wants to share something with you. They want to bring you some sort of truth. Okay, they're tired of hiding. They've been struggling. They're tired of avoiding. They've been avoiding something for far too long. Some of you could be anywhere from 6 to 9 years, days, months, weeks, hours. Did I say months? Okay. What's today? September 6th could be significant for someone. Okay, keep out for that date, September 6th. What day is that? That's Saturday. So maybe somebody here needs to watch this before Saturday, okay? Because something significant may be taking place on Saturday for someone, okay? Some of you could just be meeting someone by chance, like a chance encounter. Yeah. Page of Wands. I feel like you're not going to know about this person or who this person is. Like, they're not going to be revealed to you quite yet. Even if you do happen to meet them, I feel like it's something about them you're just not going to know of. And it's just like the High Priestess energy as well. You know, when you're dealing with a feminine energy and they are somebody who is protected by the divine, they're not going to be revealed. This could be that someone here is called to do something in someone's life, or be a part of someone's life for a significant reason, okay? This person is being guided to move towards someone, but very slowly, very under the radar in some kind of way. Someone here may have a lot to express, or there's something that somebody wants to know from a feminine energy, who is somebody who could be of guidance, of knowledge, of wisdom. Okay, whoever this feminine energy could be, somebody wants to know some sort of information. They want to pick their brain, or they want some sort of guidance. And it could be vice versa for this masculine energy, okay? Somebody could also be moving or relocating or moving away secretly, okay? They're not letting anybody know their plans or what they're doing, where they're going. Somebody could be completely disconnecting from a group of people, their environment, in some kind of way, shape, or form. Okay, collective, this was your reading. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did resonate with you, please feel free to share me with your family and your friends, okay? And I will talk to you guys soon.